event and are here to commemorate and to remember that we are not silent. We are not going down in peace. We are fighting back. As Finn said, I'm one of the representatives of Atlas, the organization that has hosted Fridays for Freedom for more than a year now all over the planet. We started this initiative after the national security law was unleashed on Hong Kong, and thanks to the support of Joshua Wong, that today is set in prison. And since July 2020, we never stopped. We kept on raising the flag of hope, on lighting the fire of hope across the planet. Because we believe that today, these kind of protests are the only hope that we have to stand against the CCP and to ensure that dictatorship will not take over. So I'm very, very glad to see so many faces here in London, as I'm sure all over the planet, standing for what matters the most, freedom and democracy, and what we never back down from. I'm going to now let the mic to my co-founder to talk about this day.
So as Benedict said, October 1st marks a day of mourning and grief. It marks a day of mourning for all of the victims of the CCP's crimes. And there are many, many crimes. Crimes of genocide, crimes against humanity, crimes of occupation in Tibet, crackdown on rights and democracy in Hong Kong, and many, many other crackdowns. But what gives me hope is the fact that fighters, knowing the risk, keep on standing up for democracy all across the world. And this gives me hope that people like myself and yourselves that have the luxury of living in democracy will not stand on the sideline of history. Seeing you all here today gives me hope that world leaders that lately only seem able to issue weak statements of condemnation will be left with no choice but to impose coordinated sanctions on authoritarian leaders of the CCP that have their hands sucked in blood. What gives me hope is that we will be able to create a new vision of a democratic world that will reach the furthest corners of the world, cross the deepest oceans and the tallest mountains. We must all stand with Hong Kong, with Tibet, with East Turkestan, with Uyghurs, with all of those in mainland China that are hoping for freedom and for democracy. In practice, this means that we must stop trade as usual with the CCP. We cannot continue such a relationship when over 1 million Uyghurs are in concentration camps, when Tibet is being occupied, when Hongkongers are being forced out of their country. 80 years ago, it would have been inconceivable for our countries to deal normally with Germany. Today, it must be with the CCP.
Solutions, we need solutions. And as Colomb said, we have asked leaders to take charge of this problem for so long, and this problem is not dealt with. The situation is only deteriorating. This is why we need to become creative. We need to look beyond what we have done so far and try new allies. This is why, for example, we are promoting the idea of building a digital democratic state, crossing all the planet, uniting freedom fighters from all the corners of the globe to stand together to build a force that can actually look eye to eye with China and tell them no more. We will not go down in silence, we will not go down without pulling a fight. And this is just one initiative, and here with me there are organizations launching wonderful, wonderful campaigns. So wherever you are, and I'm saying here in London, but also in the world, because we're obviously online, remember, let's fight back. We are the only hope of the many people under Chinese oppressions, and we cannot went down in silence. And remember, especially with this last message, united, we cannot be defeated. Together, united, we cannot be defeated. This is our only hope. And I promise with our organization, with all our partners, we will not let this happen. Thank you so much. Free Hong Kong, free Tibet, free East Turkestan, free everyone under oppression. We will win, we will make it. Raise the three fingers, think about all the incredible fighters that are fighting also in Thailand for freedom and all over the world. This is the symbol that we need to fight back. They are in our heart and we will not forget them. Thank you.